Some places are almost too beautiful to describe in words. When you're there, it's almost like being in a dream. Our little inexpensive Pelican kayaks have just been hanging around, so we wanted to put them to use. We recently heard about the Deep Creek boat ramp, which is between Spuds and Hastings, just 20 minutes from downtown St. Augustine. After crossing the Deep Creek Bridge, whip a U-ey, and then when you cross it again, keep your eyes peeled. It is not marked, so you kind of have to know where you're going. Head down the little gravel road and you're there. There are a handful of parking spots, just steps from the water, super convenient. Look at that. We were promptly greeted by a little gator. A little shove and you're off under the 207 bridge. Most people drive over Deep Creek without ever realizing they're crossing one of the most peaceful and untouched places in St. Johns County. If you have never kayaked here before, like us, you are in for a surprise. Once you disappear beneath the tree canopy, it feels like you've entered another world. Deep Creek flows through nearly 6,000 acres of protected conservation land before eventually reaching the St. Johns River. Most of the area's floodplain swamp, cypress forest, and pine flatwoods. And the best of all, there's almost no development. This is real, natural Florida. As I'm paddling through here, I'm thinking about how people traveled these waterways hundreds or maybe even thousands of years ago. For native people who lived in this region, the rivers, creeks, and marshes were their highways. Long before St. Augustine existed, these waterways connected communities throughout Northeast Florida. Deep Creek still gives us a glimpse of what that world may have felt like. This conservation area is known for its diverse wildlife and foliage, which is why naturalists in the know regularly lead kayak trips here. Less than a half a mile in, you'll pass under the St. Augustine to Palatka bike trail. I've ridden that trail a number of times, and have always stopped here to marvel at the scenery. I have to say, it's even better from the water. These flowers are absolutely gorgeous. The scenery never lets up, it just keeps coming. Around every bend, there is something different. This is a very entertaining paddle. There are a few easy obstacles along the way, but that's part of the fun. The further you go, the more you forget how close you are to civilization. This is the wilderness. Deep Creek flows through thousands of acres of protected conservation land managed by the St. Johns River Water Management District. Places like this don't just provide recreation. They help protect wildlife habitat, improve water quality, and preserve a piece of old Florida. Today we turned around about a mile and a half in. If you keep going, you'll eventually hit the St. Johns River. But for a 90-degree day, we felt like that was enough. Although with abundant shade, we were pretty comfortable. So this is something you can do in the Florida summer. People spend a lot of time talking about growth, development, and the future of St. Johns County. But places like Deep Creek remind us that conservation is just as important. Protecting these wild spaces means preserving not just wildlife habitat, but part of the county's identity and character. It is peaceful and quiet back here. And in a county changing as fast as ours, peaceful and quiet is becoming rare. We had a lot of fun doing this, and we'll certainly be back. Our appreciation for inland Florida has expanded greatly in recent years, and it's through experiences just like this. If you're like us and have some kayaks hanging around, or can borrow one, come to Deep Creek. You will not be disappointed. This place is awesome. Hey, thanks for watching. For more local St. Augustine content, don't forget to like and subscribe.